I've used this one now for 7 years. It's been great. The deposits in the water, they're starting to make it deteriorate. I tried the old CLR, soak it in CLR trick. It got better, but it still wasn't that great. So what I did is I bought another one.
All right, folks, welcome back to Big Man's World of Wonders.
All right, so here we are. We're going in. Where are we? What's going on? Oh, big man, you're taking us in the bathroom with you? Well, yeah, I am actually. All right, what we're gonna do today on the show is we're gonna show you this Aquadance shower head. Gonna unbox it, and you might notice over here we have one there. Look, I'm gonna peek in. Yeah, see that? I've used this one now for 7 years. It's been great. The deposits in the water, they're starting to make it deteriorate. I tried the old CLR, soak it in CLR trick. It got better, but it still wasn't that great. So what I did is I bought another one. Now, one of the crazy great things about this one is that it's 20 bucks on Amazon. It's lightweight, and here it is. It comes with everything you need, so here it is. I really like this one because it's very lightweight. The head side is compact. I've used a lot of them, and the larger ones, they're a little bit harder to wield around. I like to use something like this. It's got a smaller head, so you don't have to really, the other ones seem to be cumbersome. This one lets you move around just kind of the way you want it. It's been really good. So here it is. It's really exactly the same one. I'll show you. It comes with the mount to connect it up on your wall. It comes with a stainless cable. It comes with Teflon tape and a washer. Seems like everything you need. And instructions. See? Instructions. I'm not going to use the instructions because you know what? I've done this a lot of times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open everything up. Let's get it all ready. We've got a couple washers in here. You might see those. One's gonna go on each end of this cable. And then Teflon tape, one extra washer. Looks good. Let's just open it up. Set this little piece of shelving on here so I'd have a little workspace. There it goes, one more, and there it is. Okay, get all these extras out of here. So this is gonna go on the wall. This is gonna go like this. You have your two ends. This wider end is the end that's gonna go here. And this end here is gonna go here. This goes to the wall and we're good. I'm gonna go ahead right now. I'm gonna take this Teflon tape. It's like a plastic tape that's made for pipe threads. So here's some threads. I like to use it anywhere I have threads. Now when you take out
your Tech Garage tip of the week,
Teflon tape, and you put it on, you don't wanna go this way because don't forget, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So if I wrap something and it's going this way, when I righty-tighty, it's gonna want to take it off. So always try to put your Teflon tape in the same direction, righty-tighty. Sometimes it gets a little bit, it's very lightweight, but just work it. You just kind of hold it. See how I just put it around there? You don't need a whole bunch. I'm going to put just a couple wrap. You just break it with your hand like that. Give it a little push down. You'll see it gets all in the threads. And here we go. So take this one. Let's throw a washer and let's tighten it on up. This one doesn't need anything more than hand tightening. I don't need to use a wrench. I'll grab it here. I'll give it a good tight on it like so. Plenty tight. Okay, this one's gonna go here. So we could put it on here and then do this. Different ways we could do this. This part here does also come apart and well, it's really tight. We want this to be loose even if we don't want it apart because ultimately this is how it's gonna give us the motion. Once we loosen it up, we can move this so we'll be able to adjust it. Now it may be just as easy to go ahead and pull that apart. Take our Teflon tape. Don't forget we said righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? So here we go. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna wrap a couple rounds of this onto this. Now, my first impression, and they're all pretty much this way, but I kind of wish this right here, this is plastic. Right? I wish it was metal, but this whole set was 20 bucks. The last one lasts me 7 years. I'm not complaining. Okay, so I'm gonna thread this on here. My Teflon tape, I can kind of hold it and turn it. When you're using plastic like this, you really don't want to over tighten it. So should I use my pliers or my crescent wrench? Maybe very, very, very gently, but not a lot because it's plastic thread. So we don't want to strip anything out. Look, my crescent wrench isn't even big enough. Should have brought brought a different one. This is a slip joint pliers. I'm going to be very, very careful in doing this because I don't want to mark up the metal either. Give it just a little easy turn. That's perfect. Okay, so this is pretty close to ready. I'm going to take this. Oh, did anybody catch my mistake? Nobody caught my mistake. Fortunately, I just caught my mistake. Look how many of these rubber washers are here. I think somebody forgot to put one in here, and that would be me. So I'm going to gently take this apart, and I bet there's no washer in there. See that? No washer. Easy fix, but you have to put that in there. That was a pretty bad mistake. Theoretically, that could be detrimental to our project, because not detrimental, I shouldn't say it like that, but probably when we put it up, it would be leaking, and I'd say, oh my God, I forgot it. So here we go. I'm going to give that a little tighten back. This dropped out because we took this apart. That would be the only thing to be careful of if you decide to do this. Otherwise, you could leave this part together, could leave this all together instead of letting this fall out, and then put this on and then do this one last. I chose to do it this way. Just be careful if you do that. There's one curved side and there's a flat side. The curved side should be facing out because it's going to go, this ball needs to fit into this curved washer. So I'm going to go ahead, actually just loosely tighten this back on so it can't fall apart, but I can still freely spin this part so I don't have to do a whole song and dance. To make this a little more manageable, I'm going to go ahead and slide it in there. That's how it's going to go up, and it's not going to try to fall around like it's been doing. So here we go. I'm going to get in the shower now. Here we go. Okay, now look, I'm going to just show you. I'm going to prove something to you. You notice how similar these two are? That's because these two are the exact same model. 7 years, whoa. You see how these are almost the exact same thing? I mean, they are the same thing, right? Same thing, 7 years newer. Here we go. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and grab my pliers, and you'll see back here, you have pretty much the same setup as we did over there. So I'll go ahead and let this just hang down. I'm going to go ahead and use my pliers. These are all, again, plastic. So when you use metal pliers on plastic, you have to be very careful because metal shreds plastic real easy. Not quite big enough. That's why we use a slip joint. See how I can't quite get there, and I'm not going to get a flat connection over here. Hopefully you can see that. So what you do is you slip the joint of the pliers and look at how the angle will change. Whoop, I can't do it all at once, but watch. Slip that a little bit, and look, now we can actually grab it, and the angle we have is correct. So we can gently turn it. Once we do that, we can set these up here. We can use itself and not use the pliers. Little water, no worries about that. You'll see now there's a little bit of Teflon tape from the last installation. It's a good idea. You don't have to really be crazy about it, but it's not a bad idea to try to get some of this old Teflon tape out of there and get some fresh one in there. Is it really necessary? Probably not, because all the Teflon tape really does, well, it's a lot. I shouldn't say all it does, but it seals off the threads. Having a pretty hard time getting this one off. Let's see if I can do something. A little knife or something will help you there. It starts to peel off. You can see, there we go. And it just kind of unravels just like you put it on. I'm going to just pull some of this off so I can get some nice fresh in here. Sometimes I get carried away, honestly. Probably people will say, oh, what are you doing? You don't really even need to do that again. Just go with it. But, you know, I'd rather do it right, spend a couple minutes more, get the job done right, and don't have problems later. Do it once. That's my philosophy. And also probably waste some time. I know. Okay, I think that's good enough. We got a lot of it off, enough where I can see bare threads on a good portion of it, so I can get my good fresh stuff in there. Okay, let me grab my Teflon tape that was provided, and again, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so we're going this way, right? Correct. Kind of push it on there. Once you get around, this will stay. Put a couple rotations around the sun, break it off, kind of push it down into the threads a little bit. Let's grab this one. Okay, what are we missing? I don't think we're missing anything, because look, there's already a washer in there, so I don't really have to do another one. So here we go. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to gently thread this onto the pipe. Okay, I'm gonna do it by hand, tight as I can while I'm at it. Remember, I loosened this and took it apart, so I'm gonna tighten this up pretty tight. I still wanna be able to maybe move it a little bit when I use it, so I'm gonna try not to get too crazy, but I don't want it to leak and I don't want it to move around. That seems pretty good. I think I can get both with that. I'm gonna give it one gentle turn, just a little bit. Maybe about half a turn. Oh, when I just did that, because this was tightened up, it went back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna loosen this guy up a little bit, which should be this direction. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, backwards. Ooh, tricky. Now what I should have done was tighten this up before I tighten the other part. So that's what I'll do. Give it a couple just gentle turns, not too crazy. Now I'll tighten this up, and there we go. That should probably be it. I'm gonna get out of the shower. I'll be back. Let's try it out. All right, we're back. Let's see what we got going on here. There's the old one down in the bottom. I'll go ahead and grab it. Take it out of here. Let the water drain so you don't make a mess in your bathroom. Okay, here we go. Let's try it out. It's exciting for me. Turn the water on. That's hot water. I'm not gonna do hot water. Why pay for hot water right now? Turn the water on. Divert the water up, and look at that. That is great. You guys see that? No problem. The pattern is just, these were going every direction. They were getting clogged up. These are little rubber nozzles, and they were getting clogged up. And then they go, when that happens, they do crazy stuff. So there you go. You have the shower mode. There's the massage jet mode. That's off, right? Massage, wait a minute. There's combination massage and shower. There's shower. I don't know what they call this. Is this combination shower and like this, kind of like a soft plug. And yeah, you hear that? Just like the rain, right? Kind of like the rain. How about this one? You hear that thing cooking? It's cooking, huh? That thing is cooking. I don't care who you are, that's cooking. That's it. I think we're done. So one more recap is, okay, so I also wanted to show you, see how it comes off? I'm gonna turn it on one more time. See, look at how well this works. Very nice. I'm excited to take a shower, actually, look. Nice spray. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Like us. What I was going to show you one last time is this. Here it is. I put the other one back under here to hide it from you. No, not to hide it. Here's the old one. There's a new one. 20 bucks on Amazon. Click the link below. Buy one. You'll enjoy it. 7 years for 20 bucks. I don't know anything else that works for 7 years for 20 bucks, right? And works well. It really does work well. Well balanced. Good shower head. I give it the thumbs up.
Thanks for watching this episode. Hey, if there's something you'd love to see on this show, leave us a comment below.